Hey, it's Thursday Night Live with Coach Heather, and it is summer of 2026, and we are growing our businesses. And I am in a new space, as you know. Ta-da! And the lighting, I need to get my light out, but you guys are going to hang with me today. I know you will be fine with it, but we will have better lighting next week. So today what we are talking about is business struggles. What things do you struggle with in starting your business? And I asked this in the business squad, and people were absolutely vulnerable and amazing, and there was definitely a theme of what people struggle with. So are you ready to hear the struggles? And then I'm going to tell you the 3 struggles that we're going to talk about tonight, and we're going to fix them. We're not even just going to talk about them, we're going to fix them over the next 30 minutes in this live. Hello, Dawn's joining us. Hello. We are going to talk about how to fix our business struggles. And so here's the 3 things. And then if you have a vote on which I should do first, you let me know and I will do that one first. The 3 number 1 things people said they struggled with. Time. How do you find enough time? And I'm going to give you my hack. And it is a hack that works so good and it is so simple. So time. That's one of the struggles. The other struggle people say they have when they're starting their own businesses is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. And I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but you feel like you're an imposter, like you don't bring to the table what you need to bring to the table to be successful. Feel like you're faking it. And I think we can all relate to that, right? Depending on kind of what we're doing and what situation it is. And the third thing is, how do I get started? Like, tell me the first step. And sometimes we ask, how do I get started? When we have already had a business and maybe we kind of slowed down, stopped working for leads. Anybody else relate to that? And it's like, how do I get started again? Or sometimes it's like, man, I have this calling to have a business, and how do I start? So those are the 3 things we're going to talk about. Time. How do I find enough time? How do I make enough time? Number 2 is imposter syndrome. And number 3 is, what should we do first? So anybody got a vote? Any votes in the comments? And we will do whatever people would like to start with. Okay, I'm going to go with the first one, and it's time. Time. How do we control our time and make enough time for what we want to do? Now, as my schedule changes time to time, no pun intended, this can look a little bit different. So what I want you to do first is be really realistic about what you could do. And I used to be all in, do it all, and then I would go gangbusters for maybe 2 weeks, and then it's like I can't keep up with it, right? And then I do nothing. And I don't know if anybody can relate to that. So I know for me, I need to find what I can do, which might not be gangbusters, what I can realistically maintain long term, because I know consistency is best. And so honestly, like I'll be consistent every single week this whole entire summer, and I'll have surge days in there. So I'll be super consistent with my minimums I'm setting for myself in production and performance. And then I'll have a few surge weeks, and you'll be like, oh, she's surging, because all of a sudden, but I know if I have to go really hard for 1 week and then I'm going to have 3 weeks of kind of just level consistency, that's going to work for me. Now, all of these things I'm talking about is what we call a model week. A model week. And when I was a financial advisor, the model week system saved my life. Like, it saved my career, it saved my sanity, because it was a commitment I made to what I was going to do on what days and when, and I stuck to it. Otherwise, everything else controlled my life. So if we don't set boundaries with our schedule, everything else is going to control our lives. So what you need to do is first sit down and put the important things in your kids and your family, right? Get that in there first. And then if you have maybe a job that you are committed to or something outside of your business, get that on there, right? You got to keep that. You got that responsibility. And now you build in the business. And I know this might be opposite of what some people are telling you, but I'm telling you, this is how it works. Then build in your business. This is how you build a business on the side, or build the business while you've got everything else in your life going on. And so work from a model week. What is that going to look like? And what is your model week? And so my base model week, my average week at 30 minutes a day, networking, connecting on social media. We all know that's the 10-hour freedom formula. If you don't know what that is, get in the Impact Club, learn the 10-hour freedom formula. That is how I generate leads. 30 minutes a day. There's no reason I can't do 30 minutes a day. I can do 15 before I leave for work in the morning, and I can do 15 before I go to bed. It doesn't matter. I can do, if I take a lunch break, I can do it during my lunch break. So you can fit that in where it works for you. It can be 20 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. It could be 20 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night one day and all in the morning the next day. Like, don't overcomplicate it. We get so that we're like, it has to be this way. And then if I miss it, I'm not going to do it. Oh my gosh, I always got to do it in the morning. Well, you don't. It's whenever you can get on there, make it happen. Just don't let your head hit the pillow till you've done the 30 minutes. Again, 10-hour freedom formula. If you're not familiar with it, do the 30 minutes, connect with your ideal client, use a lead post, go back and watch the video on what a lead post is from last week. If you don't know, that's how we're going to make connections with clients. That is the base of my model week. If I do that 5 days a week, so if I miss a Friday, I do it on a Saturday. That's okay. 5 days a week, I will have consistent leads coming in all the time, which is absolutely fantastic. Consistent leads is what we need. So that's the base, and then make the commitment to what you're going to post. And so are you going to batch static posts, which is what I do on the weekends. I batch my whole week's worth of static posts. Are you going to do reels? I do a reel in the morning before I leave for the office. I get in my car, I back out, I make sure I have 10 minutes before I have to get on the road, and I do my reel. It's just when it works for me. It's consistent. Do what works for you. But when are you going to pump out that content, and how much content are you going to pump out? Now, if I can do a reel in 10 minutes on all 4 platforms. But if doing a 1-minute reel for you derails you and it takes you like 2 hours and you fuss over it, then don't pick that because it's not a good use of your time. Do something else. So I do a reel every morning. My static posts are batched, and I do 30 minutes every day. This is a model week. Your model week might look different. And then the next thing I drip in is my lives. Thursday Night Live. This is long content. Gets saved, right? I'm telling you all the secrets. It gets saved and posted as my long content. So it'll go on YouTube. It'll go on Facebook, my Facebook group, and I have the QR code I can share for it. So this is my long content for the week. I do 1 long a week. It's right here with us. It's a good time, and it's live, driving the algorithm. And then after this, I do my membership group, my paid membership group that I host. And so, which by the way, what did I say? After this paid membership group, there's no shame in my game. Join it if you're not a member. And we're going to jump on after this and answer all your questions on Zoom, which is so much better than a live. So anyways, that's a model week. Pick a model week that works for you and stick with it. And like, you'll struggle a little in the beginning finding what works for you, but once you get it, like, just go with it. Don't allow yourself to keep tweaking and changing it. All of a sudden, maybe you go on vacation for a week. Don't give up on it when you get back. Get right back into that model week. If you've been plateaued, you've been hesitant, life happened, some yuck happened in your life and you just had to stop, or maybe you got super busy with a particular project and things just stopped. Sit down, put a model week together. What do you want to do? What can you commit to every week? And then when are you going to do it? And just stick it on there. I sent out these lives and a notice about it for the whole summer. I'm doing it. Like, it's on the calendar. It's out on social media. It's happening. I need that consistency. So pick a model week. Now, what does this mean for other professions other than, so I do, book writing, right? That's what I help people with. And then I've got my membership group. So then I should say Saturdays when I service clients most of the time. It's sometimes at night too. So, but that's my marketing model week of it. So you're going to have all the other stuff you need to build into. So as far as when I was a financial advisor, because I know a lot of you follow me, like, I would have times I would do appointments and times I would not do appointments. And so my receptionists and assistants, front desk staff, they knew when I would see clients and when I wouldn't. And we didn't let them just come whenever. Like, I'm not my best on a Friday afternoon. It's not a good time to come see me for a financial advisory situation. When I was doing that, I'm not anymore, but when I was, right? So make it work for your time, but set everything, like, and some people are super detailed with the model week. Do what works for you. But a model week, I'm telling you, it'll solve your problem with time. Because you're not going to do something because you feel like doing it. You're going to do something because it's on the calendar and you committed to doing it. And that means when you wake up in the morning and you're rolling out the driveway and that's the time you're going to do your reel, then you do your reel. Or sometimes I did reels when I was walking at night. I took a walk every single night. I would never miss it. And then I did my reel when I was walking. That's cool too. Whatever works for you, but set it on the calendar, commit to it, and do it because you committed to it. So time solved, right? Like, that's all it takes. And don't notice I'm not saying do 20 hours of marketing in a week, right? No, that's a very limited time. It's one live and it's 30 minutes a day for the connecting, and my reel takes me 10. So that's like 35 minutes a day and one live. That's it. That's it. I can mention, because I see there's a question, then 1 week I do marketing, and you'll start seeing this week. I'll do marketing for a workshop, pop-up, seminar, whatever you do that's like that to drive business. And so I'll have that 1 week where I'll have more. So there'll be more stuff. A lot of that'll be batched though. But that's my push week. So I'm in the DMs more. I've got Eventbrite stuff going on. I've got a bunch of stuff going on 1 week. Then the rest, I just go back to that relaxed model week. Cool, right? Time. You got it. That's all you got. So you don't have to, you got it. So, and that means if you have to do your lives at 6 in the morning, do your lives at 6 in the morning. If you have to do your lives at 8 o'clock at night, do your lives at 8 o'clock at night. Do them whenever you want. Whatever works for you, it's going to work for other people too, as long as you're putting the content out there. And I'm not saying everybody has to do a live. I'm just using that as an example. So that is time. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. I'm telling you, model week. Let me know how your model weeks go. The next thing I want to talk about is imposter syndrome. So people reached out and they said, Heather, I've got imposter syndrome. I don't think I can help anybody. I don't think I'm qualified. I don't think I can make this happen. And this is what I want you to think about first of all. God has well prepared you for what you're called to do. God has well prepared you for what you're called to do. And you will not be pulled to do something or be inspired or feel the pull of the Holy Spirit to go do something that you're not called to do. And He's not going to let you go do something you're not prepared for, and He'll make sure you're prepared when you get there if you're not today. So don't worry about that. You are specifically called. You have a purpose. God has it planned out. Your job is to walk through the doors that are open. That's all you got to do. One foot in front of the other. It's His responsibility to make sure that you're prepared. It's your responsibility to take the walk of faith. Okay? So here's the second thing. Most often, if you feel like you have this imposter syndrome, like, man, I can't do this, right? Here's the thing. What you're going to do to help people, and I could say this every single day because I feel like I'm so committed about this. What you do to help people is going to seem so simple to you, and it's going to be life-changing to them. What you're going to do to help people is going to be so simple for you. You're going to be, I can't believe people pay for this. But it's going to be life-changing for them. Life-changing. I had the honor of speaking with one of my authors today. And she's published her book, and it's out there. And it's kind of interesting because she reached out and said, I want to get back together with you. I miss our weekly one-on-ones that we were doing, and I just need to get regrounded and start moving forward. And she'd been through a lot of sales pitches and marketing, and she's like, I got burned on some stuff. I said, stop. Let's just go back to the basics that we launched this book on, right? And so let's jump on the phone. So we got on the phone together, and as we were talking, so we planned to get on the phone. So I had the call with her earlier this week to set the call for today. During that time, so 3 days, somebody reached out to me and said, hey, I'll share her name. So I'm reading Celinda's book, and it's absolutely amazing. And I want to introduce her to my peer groups that have the same interests, and I want to give her book to my clients. And how do I do all this, right? That's God's hand in that, right? But also, she took the leap of faith to call me. I really believe in that. I think the doors will open as we take action. So I wanted to share that story because it was so good today. And I met with her, and she's so ready, and we're amped up, and she's just going to do these amazing things that are simple and aligned with who she is, and she's done the work of writing the book. It's just to keep the momentum going and keep sharing it. And so that's what she's going to do. So you'll see more of her because she's going to be on here with me, but over the next couple weeks. But that's just taking that action. So back to imposter syndrome, though. If you feel like you have that, you're overthinking how you help people. It's going to be so very, very simple. I remember one time I was working with somebody, and she's a fractional CFO. She's very good at it. And she comes in, and she's showing me, I made this calendar for one of her clients that she's working with. It's a business owner. It's got all color coded and all this stuff. And she's like, if she goes to this meeting, she clicks on this button. This is everything she needs in the agenda and all of this. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I'm like, stop. Like, I'm like, that is absolutely amazing. I'm like, do you do that for all your clients? She's like, oh yeah, this is nothing like this. To her, that was baseline. To me, like, I don't know if I couldn't sit down and put that calendar together like that. Like I can't sit still that long. And I don't like to have that kind of detail. I admire that so much. And it would be so useful for me because I don't show up with everything, right? Like that I'll show up 100 times in 100 places and I'll outwork anybody, but I might not have with me what I need, right? Like I'll make it work. But she's the kind of person to make sure everything's prepared. That is an amazing service. To her was so simple. To her, she's like, well, of course you're going to have a tab with everything you need and it's all going to be color coded. And I'm like, huh, like, I don't think I will. So that was an awesome thing. Super simple to her. Amazing to her clients. Amazing service. See how that's different? It's a matter of perception. You've been through something that's gotten you to where you're at, and what you can do now to help other people is absolutely amazing. And it's amazing to them, and to you it's like, well, this is very simple. You know, just like the connecting 30 minutes a day on social media to meet the people that need your help, right? Lead generation. To me, it's so easy. Like, I'm like, this is nothing, right? That's so helpful to other people that can't figure it out and don't want to do the phone calls like we're taught to do, or go to someone's table and don't let them leave till they buy something from you, right? Like, no, that's not us, right? Or the post and pray where we post and maybe we spend $20,000 on an advertisement firm and we get nothing. Like, that stuff is crap, right? But it's easy for me to get on social media and connect 30 minutes a day and find all of you guys who are my, I want to get lead generation, want to write books. So that's easy for me, but to other people, I know as they're learning it, it's life-changing. So whatever you're going to do, simple for you, life-changing for them. And a lot of times you just can't see it because you're so good at it. You can't see that not everybody else can do it. So don't worry about if you're well prepared. God's going to prepare you. You are already prepared. You just need to get a little feedback about what that might be. And that will help you come forward. So join my membership group, DM me, we'll jump on the phone, get the help you need with a quick conversation to get over the imposter syndrome. You shouldn't have it, right? You're well called, well prepared. Okay, third thing, and then we'll finish up, how to get started. So the ball, I always say that ball's got to keep rolling. And when it stops, it takes a little more to get that ball rolling again. So what do we do? How do we get started again, getting that ball rolling? Well, I would pick something and go with it. So, if you can handle the model week, do the model week. If you're like, Heather, that's still too much. Like, give me something simpler. I would pick one or two things, and then I would do it. So, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, whatever you can commit to there. With lead posts, like that would be ideal. That will get you the biggest bang for your buck the fastest. So, do that. 20 to 30 minutes a day. Pick the amount of time. 1 to 2 lead posts a week, depending. If you write one good, I got 160 leads from one lead post. You write a good one, you only need one. Write a bad one, you're gonna need 2. Still better than making 300 phone calls. So get a good lead post, spend your 30 minutes a day connecting with people that need your help, and you're good. Like, do that, that's baseline. What's next? You wanna get out on social media, you're not sure. Some things that are hot right now and I like themes, like give me something to do, right? Some themes, the not thing. So if you're looking at me right now and following me, especially like CFI Publishing over on Instagram, where I help authors write their books, call me if you want to write a book. No shame in my game. That is, I'm doing the not. So how not to write a book. And there's 5 reels that go with it. I'm about halfway through. Super easy, right? Like, so what are all the things that I see people do when it comes to writing a book that are wrong, and I'm making them into 1-minute videos. What not to do. Super easy. So do a not. Take a not, what not to do. So I'm trying to think of some good examples. If you do business coaching, like how not to start your business, and what things do people goof up? Well, they don't pick an ideal client. They don't have a clear vision, right? Like all of those things, and you make those into reels, and it's just 5 simple kickoff reels. I'm loving it. I'm loving the idea. Somebody shared it with me, and it's been a great way to have easy content. So sometimes it's the like what not to do, and that'll give you a theme. So that's one theme. You could pick any theme you wanted to. It could be a how-to, right? Like 5 things to do before you start writing your book, whatever it is. So The next thing, an idea, and I love this idea. I'm going to give you three, but I love this idea. Go around with your phone and interview people for like 2 minutes, not long, who have businesses. So if you have a business and maybe you happen to be at a coffee shop and the owner's there and say, hey, like, I just got my cell phone here, but I've got a following on social media and I love your coffee shop and I sell widgets, but I'm just wondering, like, could we just do a quick hello to my group and I'm going to tell them about how awesome your business is and we're just going to put it on social media. Like, you've got their following, they've got yours that way. You do that, do that twice a week for 2 months. That you're gonna, about 10 people? Like, everybody's gonna know you in town. Everybody's gonna know you in town. And of course they're gonna wanna reciprocate, right? Like, they're gonna tell people about your widgets or whatever you're selling. So I love that idea. And keep it simple. Raw is real. Do not go back and cut the thing up and fancy it up. Just, somebody's in the background, don't worry about it. Raw is real. Get the phone out just like this. Say, I love your coffee shop. I had the chocolate mocha latte. Tell me how you started your business. Like, that's it. That's it. Tell me what your hottest item is. Post it. And on yours, and you can end it with, hey, if you need a mocha latte or a widget, call us and post it. Everybody's gonna love it. If somebody came to me and wanted to do that, I'd be like, let me buy your widgets. It sounds fantastic, right? Or your mocha latte or whatever it is. So partner up with other business owners and do lives, and that's like extra credit, super awesome, right? Not a bad idea, right? And I wish I would have thought of it, but I didn't. Gary Vee thought of it, so I'm borrowing it. It's a fantastic idea. So those are absolutely 2 things that you could do. So cool. All right, let's see. I think that's it. So biggest struggles: time, imposter syndrome, how to get started. Solutions: model week, just commit. Do not overcommit. Just, especially this summer, man. Simple summer. Like, just keep it fun, keep it light, keep it consistent. Imposter syndrome: you don't have imposter syndrome. Stop speaking that over yourself. You are well prepared. God's daughter or son, and he will make you ready when you get there. Just keep walking forward, but do not wait. No excuses. And number 3, how to start. Simply 30 minutes a day, committed to connecting, and then whatever you can commit to for reels. And if you don't really know where to start, do a not real list, or do just go interview other people. Go interview people and get them on your page, and that will go like wildfire. So this was fantastic. I love it. Post any questions in the comments. I'll definitely get them answered. If you are in the 1010 Impact Club, don't forget, we meet next just here in 5 minutes on Zoom to answer all of your questions. This has been absolutely amazing. Follow me. I will post all of the other information on how to follow me on YouTube. You can watch all of these. They're all lined up, ready to go. CFI, you can learn more about writing your book, which is absolutely exciting and fantastic. And I would love to connect. I do drive time hello calls, and so love talking on the phone while I'm driving. And I've got a lot of time doing that. So love to get on the phone with you sometime and just have a conversation. Let me know what you're thinking about this and what you're thinking of doing in business. I love to talk business all the time, all that I can. So fantastic. Been a great Thursday. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you next week, or we'll see you in the 1010 Impact Club.